Hey everybody, happy Saturday. How are you? I hope everybody's warm. I know some of you are warm. I have seen the comments from Florida and the 70-degree weather. I'm coming to stay with you if I can get there. Let's just say that. I got to be able to get there, right? All right, let's see here. I know Tanya is just finishing up, but it looks like I am live in the group. And I can see comments. So we're just gonna chit. Actually, I need to hold on. Hold, please. So I have this headrest on my chair, and it's nice and it's magnetic and all the things. But when I have my hair in a ponytail, it doesn't work. I can't use it, and it bugs me. So I'd get that out of my way. Okay, we're good. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? So happy Saturday, happy OOAK day. I'm going to turn on this light a little bit, maybe. See, it's going to wash me out a little bit, but it might make it easier to see what I'm doing over here. As always, I'm excited to be with you all today. Hey, Brian. And we're going to jump right in because I have like a gazillion things I want to tell you all. And then I have lists like this whole side of this is all the stuff I needed. This is my list of stuff I want to tell you all. And you all know I talk. So, I mean, obviously I wouldn't be a prisoner if I didn't like to talk, but I talk a lot. And so sometimes I need to do less of that and focus on the project at hand. Okay, so quickly, I'm going to do the things that have something, hey, Cindy, hey, Mickey, that I need to actually like show you, and then we'll get to the project, and then I can talk about the other stuff. Hey, Susan. Okay, so first of all, we've got this that launched yesterday. If you did not see the post, hey, Marna, how are you? So the first Chalk Couture Peanuts, hi Gwen, launch of 2026 hit yesterday. Y'all, those are cutout shapes. Yeah, oh, I know, right? It is cold here. I think our actual air temperature finally went above 0, but our wind chill is negative, and of course it's snowing, so yay. These are actually cutout shapes, and they're those thick ones, the newer ones. So they stand up completely on its own. And then I know this is super tiny, hard to see. This is the transfer that goes with it. It's 2 parts. It's so stinking cute. So this is the shoes and the clothes and Linus's blanket. So like you would do that, let it dry. Hey, Christine. And then you would put, hi, Penny. And then you would put the actual character outline down on top of it to get that black outline. Or you could just use transfer. Obviously, you don't have to put it on the shapes. But oh my God! And I didn't print the flyer of it. I have a flyer of it. But if you get the whole bundle, it's called Peanuts Collector's Edition. Hi, Cindy. There is a transfer that is Snoopy jumping into a pot of gold. You can only get it as part of the bundle. Supposedly, it's the only St. Patrick's Day transfer that Chalk is doing this year. I don't know if I heard that right. Hi, Dottie. So of course I had to have it because I love all the St. Patrick's Day stuff. But beyond that, you've got this cute little BFF transfer. This is Peppermint Patty is I know everything but the answers. And then the Charlie Brown one says, my anxieties have anxieties. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Penny. We are trying. We are trying. So this is all still available while supplies last. If you want that St. Patrick's Day transfer, it's the collector's edition bundle. Don't do what I did because I thought the shapes came with this and it didn't. So I had to place another order because the shapes and this transfer are a different bundle, if that makes sense. So if you want the shapes, make sure you're looking for the Friends Forever bundle. And if you're trying to order and you have problems and you're not sure if you're getting the right thing, just shoot me a message and I'll help you with that. The other thing, and this has the wrong date because this has been extended. So this Key to My Heart little bundle is available for retail purchase. Yes, Christine, this peanut stuff will never get old. I cannot wait for Peanuts Easter because we have better have Snoopy in the bunny ears. I'm just saying. You can just buy this, and I think they're still available. But if you join Perks, and now it's through February 9th, they extended it. You get this for free. So that is out there. The other thing, hello, Laura. The other thing that is still available, the first launch of the year is called Fresh Start. We always have a bundle in there called Creative Kickstart. Now, you will hear designers call it the Creative Kickstart launch because that's just what we call it. Not really the name of the launch, but anyway. The bundle is a punch kit. So this will not necessarily be part of Chalk's ongoing line. At the beginning of the year, every year, they try to bring in something new and different. If people are like, ooh, I'd like to try this. And, you know, small investment, just a few things, show you how to do it. So you get this Dotson transfer in the sweater. You get some espresso ink, a tote bag, and then you get the punch needle and the embroidery floss. And it comes with like a little QR code, I think, for a video on how to do it. You can also, there's tons of YouTube videos on there. But it's so cute because then you get this little fabric texture in, you know, in your sweater pieces. So that is also still available through February 9th or while supplies last. I think you get this free. You can buy the bundle. You can buy the transfer and the punch kit and the floss as a bundle. The tote bag comes in a bundle that you get for free. Hello, April. What is the temperature like in Louisiana? I think with $100 purchase. If that all makes probably no sense at all because I said it like 15 different ways. But it's very fun and I'm very excited about it. And the dog's just cute. He's just a cutie patootie. To quote Brady. Okay. So that's all the stuff that I actually had to show you. We are going to mark that all off my list because I will not remember. I do have some giveaways today, so we will talk about those. I want to talk a little bit about my past couple of weeks Freebie Fridays, some of our new Paper Craft Socials kits. But we'll do that while we are putting this fun kit together. So today's project is, oh, high 50s. Oh, I'd take that right now. Is this Winter in the City kit. Now this is just my normal paper. It's kind of crazy. Here's a page. Here's the difference in printing it on normal paper versus printing it on the good paper. The good paper. Right? Now that's not actually that bad. That actually didn't print that bad on normal paper. Sometimes I'm shocked at the color difference. So this is the kit itself. the whole entire kit is shaped like a snow globe, and we put it together with binder rings. This is similar to the Witch's Brew. Hey, Laura Lee, how are you? You haven't missed much. I just went over a lot of the chalk specials and stuff, most of which I think you might already know about anyway. So we're just now getting started on the kit. So it's the snow globe, and then we've got some snow globe pages on the inside. So we'll talk about how we put those together. And then we have all kinds of little embellishments, doodads, folders and pockets. Got some extra paper in here to make things double-sided. Again, probably more in here than what you could reasonably fit in this one kit, but that gives you the ability to, hey Tina, hey Joni. I know, April, isn't it cute? That gives you the ability to use some of your products from the kit with other stuff. The other thing that you got in the kit was some holographic paper, holographic sticker paper. And that is what we used to make that shimmer on that front cover. So we'll walk over how to do that. So I have part of mine put together already, and I'm going to show you how we get to this point, and then we're going to spend some time decorating. To be honest, it's actually less fussy cutting than what we've done in the past because the pieces are bigger. So it's the same or less than what we've done, and the parts are pretty straight edges, except for, like, I haven't cut her out yet for good reason. But even the snow globes, you know, you've just got the circle and around. So I didn't feel like the fussy cutting on this one was too much. All right, so here we've got our cover, and you have this extra paper. That is what ink is for, Misty. See all this distress ink around the edges there? That is what the ink is for. Covers a multitude of sins. Let's see, or did I use it all? So we're going to use this one. No, I'm going to use this one for the inside of this. So we're going to take this and I'm going to get my glue stick. Now, it's been interesting. You all know I like my glue sticks for this stuff because I'm a hot mess with liquid glue. But it has been so dry in the house. Yes, ma'am. That is exactly what I do. That my glue, when I use my glue stick, is drying so fast that I've been using liquid glue a little bit more. Now this seems to be okay. Now I've got glue all over the paper. Not that that's a big deal, but okay. We're going to let that sit for a second and dry before we cut it. And then, so that is our inside cover, right? And then our pages are a combination of these snow globes. I always like to show you what the page in the kit actually looks like. Hello from Wyoming. I know, this was like my first snow globe kit too, and I really like it. And I will tell you this, if you like the snow globe shape and you have the kit, make sure before you put it all together that you create a template for this. So just get a piece of cardstock or heavy copy paper and just outline this and put it somewhere so that you have it and you can add your own papers using that outline or use it for something else, even the little ones. Make sure you create that template for yourself. So your page looks like this, but you can mix and match between your snow globe and your back cover, or not your cover, back cover, the other side. So we're going to take this, we're going to do the same thing. To glue it. This one seems to be working okay. I wonder if my that glue stick itself was just drying out. I don't seem to be having much problem with this one here. And then of course you can always, oh, well, that's okay. I have one. I forgot. Okay, so a little caveat, and I already have a couple that are like this. Oh, you could add a snowflake charm. Yes, yes. So I have I included some of these. But yeah, you could use these for all kinds of things. I mean, cut these out and cut these pieces out and laminate them. So we have some journaling pages as part of this kit. I kind of got ahead of myself and forgot. So you're going to want to leave at least 2 pages open at the top. I already have 2 pages open at the top, which is why I wasn't thinking about it when I cut this. It doesn't matter which 2 pages. You can leave all your pages open at the top just so you don't, ooh, yeah, don't forget like I did. All right, I'm going to let that dry, and then we're going to come back and we're going to cut the cover. Now you could just trace this and cut it if you didn't want to glue it together first. Personal preference. I like gluing it together first just because then I know everything lines up about as good as it's going to. And then sometimes I have to add some liquid glue around the edges, especially if my glue is drying out. So this was the December kit. Some of you will remember I launched my paper crafting membership in 2025. It was very exciting. Lots of encouragement from this group to just do it, even though I was like, I'm not ready. You all were like, just do it anyway. And I did. So this was our December kit. Our January kit is a Valentine's Day folio, which I will show you all in a minute. But I've added some additional benefits in 2026 to the membership. So when we started out, everybody got 10% off of any of my other products across my web store or my Etsy store. I've upped that for 2026 to 15%. And then every quarter, my members are going to get a free mini kit. So those will go out in the 3rd month of the quarter. So for 2026, it'll go out in March. And that'll be something akin to the, I love chalk ink, Lordly. I'm a big Tim Holtz fan, but I do love chalk ink for distressing as well because I like how it lands on the paper, if that makes any sense. And so the mini kits are things akin to like the coffee cup gift card holders that we've done in the past. Just like a tag kit, something like that. So that's some new stuff for 2026. I am excited about. Get these cut out. This is pretty basic. Y'all know how to do this. Nothing fancy here. And you've got a couple of different city scenes for the other side of these inside pages. And then you also have those extra papers. Also bring in any other papers that you have. Now, keep these because these are great. Punch your holes and put them in a bag and use these pieces for shaker cards. Okay, so then you've got this. So this makes one of our pages, right? And then I'm going to show you all how to do the holographic paper, but we're going to do that on some of the smaller snow globes and the back side, the final back cover of the one that I've already put together. So that's that. Sorry, momentary pause. I do still have kits available. That is the one nice thing about these kits is it's mostly just paper, and I don't run out of that. So I do have these still available, and I do still have the embellishments and stuff like that that I put together with it. So you're going to ink these edges. And then your journaling pages. I keep moving stuff around and then I'm losing track of it. Too much paper on my desk. Get to what the journaling pages look like on your, here we go. So your journaling pages inside your kit look like this. So there's 2 of them. And they have these little tabs at the top. And that is to tuck them in, right? And I will say this. So if you order the kit, it comes in a plastic folder or like a plastic holder, but I love these with the color coded zippers. These are amazing. I have so many of these, and I try to kind of put my kits in. So like my Winter in the City is in one that's blue because that's the color I see when I look at the kit. So when I'm going to find it, I look for blue. I need more pink and red, but I love those things. Okay, so this one I got right. The first one I messed up. I'm going to show y'all how to do it. So you've done your inside pages and you've kept the top of at least 2 of them open. So when you're gluing, you want to glue only about 3/4 of the way up the side. So you've got plenty of room. And where is my one? Yeah, here it is. Do I have another one? No, because that's my back cover. And that's the one that I got right. And that's the one that I already had. But, and then if you want to keep them all open at the top, you can also put tags down in the tops of the other ones. So that's completely up to you. Just if you want to use those journaling pages, you want to make sure that you keep 2 of them open at the top. That's my back cover. I'm trying to decide. I don't really want to cover any one of my city scenes. So I think we're going to, but I think I glued that one too much. So we're going to have to cover one. Oh no, we can cover this. That's fine. Okay. So this is where I messed up on this one the first time. I tried to do my fold first and then tuck it in. And that doesn't really work. you need to kind of line it up at the top, right? And then I'm over here and I can see that this notes page is not going to overlap. But then I also kind of lined it up here so that these little bumps and stuff like that were all even, if that makes sense. And you can make this double-sided. If you wanted to use one of your extra sheets of paper, you could absolutely make this double-sided. I would not put extra paper on this little tab if you decided to do that. I think that would make it too hard to fold. So you're going to take it and you're going to then make your fold, if that makes sense. Okay. And so it's going to tuck in a little bit like that. And where's my one that's actually finished? I need to keep my hands on that one so we can see. Where'd it go? I just had it. Here it is. No? Yes, here. Okay. Now I'm going to fold that down just a little bit farther. It's not sitting quite where I want it. This is probably the most complicated part of this, and it's not really even complicated. It just takes a little bit of playing around with it to see where you want it to go. And we're going to trim off some of this excess here, so you don't have to worry too much about that. So lined up here. Yeah, that's pretty good. And, you know, some of it's my cut job. That is what it is. And then we are going to, I still haven't figured out, to be honest, my favorite way of doing this. I've played around with my score tape. I've played around with just glue. Played around with double-sided tape. So the score tape is kind of the easiest. You can kind of tuck it down in there. Get your score tape in and fold it over. And then you can add some glue to the other side so that it's really in there well. Now, I didn't ink this first. We're a little misaligned here. If that's going to bug you, that would be a reason to possibly put another piece of paper on this side of it, which you could actually do after the fact, as long as you have this glued in. Oh my gosh, Lordly, that's crazy. That's crazy. Ask them if they could spread that luck a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna take some glue now and go along this. And you know, these journal pages are thank you, Penny, are completely optional. If you don't want them to be flip out pages, you could also just cut them out and glue them in. Making them flip outs were to just maximize the journal itself. So we've got that right there. My little half shape's a little crooked. And then going to let that sit for a second before I cut it. But we're going to kind of assemble here. And you can spread this out however you want. You've got, what's my back cover? I need to put my back cover somewhere else before I keep pulling it in. So you've got your front cover, and then a city page. That's the one I messed up. And then another city page, and we'll get to that in a second. Replace the light fixture with a Home Depot one before we moved in. That is crazy. And then a city page, or you can put one of your journaling pages there so that your journaling pages aren't back to back. Or move it like that. So your journaling pages aren't back to back. I mean, it's really entirely up to you how this gets assembled. And then, you know, there's your back cover. So your pages are really simple. You have your ones that are just the city scene on one side and the snowflakes on the other. You've got two that can have your journaling pages in there. And then your front and back covers. So we are going to, so this is just that other page that I put together, just to show you all how to put it together. And then you would just ink those edges, that to the side. That's that other front cover that I made. So we are going to do the back cover. And then we're going to put the sticker paper on. And do some decorating, which is my favorite part. So we're going to let that sit for 1 second. And while, my goodness. Okay, I started at 1:45, so I have, okay, what time is it? Okay, I'm good. All right. I was like, wait, what? But I set the timer for 30 minutes. All right, I'm going to show you all a couple of things real quick while we're waiting for that to dry. So this is this week's Freebie Friday. It's a set of Valentine's Day sentiments and then some just blank paper, not blank paper, patterned paper that you could use to make these double-sided or basically for anything else. So that's Girl Friday Crafts Forward / Freebie - Friday. So that is free until next Friday, and then it goes into my $2 printables vault. I kind of designed these to go with last week's Freebie Friday, which was the set of Valentine's Day bookmarks. So this page is just the heart patterns. There's one page that's kind of reading themed and one page that is candy themed. So those are still on the site as my in the printables vault. So I kind of designed these to go hand in hand, but obviously they work just as well separately. So those are there. This is the Be Mine folio. This is the February, January, I forget, the current, whatever. My current creative collective kit, and this is also just available on the site. Thank you, Penny. So it's just a little folio. This is like for your card-worthy people. Yes, Laura Lee, I do. I do a freebie every Friday, and then it goes into my my $2 vault. It's got this waterfall, all these little pockets and tags. I still haven't finished it yet. I'm still playing with it. Um, but I love the little pocket on the back. It's so cute. So there's this one that is on my site, and I've restructured. It's January. Thank you, Myrna. You would think I would know. Um, I've restructured some of my pricing on this. So you have two options. So kind of like you did with this kit, you will always have the option to get just the design elements and ribbon, because I'm never going to send a kit without ribbon. I can't do it. Or to get the design elements and ribbon and all of the additional embellishments. And then the membership gets everything and then some, because they always get extras of all of the embellishments and stuff like that. So when you look on my website, there's two different options for this. You can just do the kit, or you can do the kit plus the embellishments. I'm changing that up. And then if it's my design, where did it go? Did I not print one? Or I don't think I printed one. Well, go figure. I was playing with it yesterday. I should have at least something. Okay, so my printables are one thing. Those are usually just a couple of pages. I designed my very first, what I consider to be a full kit the other day, which is these Valentine's Day themed coffee cup gift card holders. So this comes out, I write a little note on it. Got this little dangle on it. I'll have some little charms that come with it. It's double-sided. I messed up, so when I was putting it together yesterday, every time. Okay, so I gotta tell you all a funny story. So these hearts are designed to go in between the little coffee cup inserts. No, Penny, that's different. So Chalk Perks is one thing. I have a paper crafting membership. It's called the Creative Collective. So that's something different. Chalk Couture Perks is 30% off discount all the time and $20 a month in product credit. My paper crafting membership is on my website. It's called the Creative Collective. So you get a free kit every month, discount on my products, a free mini kit every quarter, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's a little confusing when I talk about all of that at the same time. But these are designed to be two-sided. And the heart is supposed to be glued in between the two pieces. Every time, y'all, I will put these two sides together without putting the topper in between, like I did right there. Literally was just talking about doing it wrong when I did this live yesterday. And then went ahead and did it. I can fix it, but I was like, how do I do that? So if it's my kit and my design, you will also have a digital option. So this kind of stuff right here that I don't design, I am not licensed to sell digitally. That's why you only get the physical, and we do it this way. If it's my design, so if you see Girl Friday Crafts across the head, like across the title, you will have a digital option as well. So there is a digital option for this too. That is also on my site. And so the thank you. Yes, I have an Epson too. I love my Epson. And so the free kit every quarter for my paper crafting membership will be along the lines of a project like the coffee cups. I love making those. They're so fun. I've been working on that because Serena, the woman who designs these, thank you, love. I appreciate it. I'm learning Procreate. I'm getting a little better at Canva. But the woman who designs our paper craft socials kit made little coffee cups for fall. Yes, ma'am. And Christmas. I was like, man, I want to do something like that. Thank you, Misty. And so I've been working on the bones, for lack of a better word, of that design for a while now. Yeah, I can ask Serena about that for sure. And then I can work on some too, but I will definitely give Serena that feedback. So I want to show you all the other Valentine's Day one that we have, because we are going, like in the paper craft socials world, we are going more towards kits that are the 3 ring bound as opposed to like the accordion file and stuff. Those aren't going away entirely. But these are a little bit easier to put together when we're teaching. And then we get to focus a little more on the decorating, because the assembly and putting together is not as complex. Like, I love those accordion file journals, but like that Twilight Manor, that haunted house we did. But man, those things are work. Like, I need like 2 sessions for that. So these are a lot easier. She says, as she looked up, realizing she only has 15 minutes left. Okay. So we're gonna take my sticker paper and we're gonna cut it in half, roughly. Not very well either. Now, peeling this is kind of a pain. I feel like, okay, there. You use your thumb and kind of press against the corner. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, I was like, how did I do that? Because I still have like lots of usable there. I was like, what did I do? I traced it. That's what I did. So we're going to do that. Because that way you don't completely have to take the sticker paper off the backer sheet, and you still have some usable left for something. Now, you don't have to do it this way, but I was looking at that. I was like, how did I do that? Oh, yeah, this is what I did. And you'll cut a little bit outside of these lines so that you have some excess to trim, just to make sure that you have it covered. But then you have some left to cover some of the little embellishments and like some of those smaller snow globes. And when you get all this put together, when you get all of your pages done, you're going to want to decorate before you punch your holes and put your rings in, because you don't want to end up wanting to put an embellishment somewhere that you don't have room for because of your rings. Now, the Witch's Brew from the fall had a little guide because of the way it was built. This one does not. Our special delivery kit, which is a little Valentine's Day truck, I'll show you all that in a minute, also has a guide, because there's actually several pages that line up that way. This one is a little bit of a free-for-all, and you can actually just use one ring if you wanted and make it kind of a flip journal, as opposed to using 2 or 3. I sent you 3 if you got the kit. If you order the kit, I'll send you 3. But kind of up to you how you do that. I would also recommend that you put the sticker paper on before you ink your covers, because putting the sticker paper on, unless you've let your cover sit and let that ink completely dry, your gonna end up smudging your ink and getting it all over yourself, which is what I did the first time I put it together. I was like, oh wait. Okay, so this is a little bit harder because I don't have a corner. Where's my weeding tool? I knew I had to get a weeding tool for this the last time. It's amazing. Handy for so many other things. Or little tweezers. Again, one of those things that this is like one of the more complicated parts. Come on. There's nothing to flick with my thumb to separate in the way there is on the corners. And I feel like I get it started and then I don't. Ah. There we go. Okay. Bottom edge. Take this. And lay it down gently. Smooth it out. Not line up perfectly, but the whole thing is covered. All that really matters. And now I can. Easier to see if you flip it over. Flip it over. And cut. Okay, so now you've got that holographic sort of shimmer. And if you don't want it across all of it, you could just put it here. That's going to be a little harder to cut because you have to separate it out across the whole thing. A little harder to cut because you're not covering the whole thing. You know, sometimes words come out and you're like, what did I just say? What I just said makes no sense. It does. Isn't it crazy? It's even hard to see like on this side. Yeah, absolutely. Like this is so fun. And then you got all these little snow globes that you could put the extra on. You could put it on top of your pockets and things like that. So there's our back cover. So there's that. All right, we are doing good. Okay. Now all of your embellishments are pretty straightforward. None of your pockets fold. They all just glue on, you know, 3 sides. These can make little double layered pockets, so I could put that right there, or I could put it on top of that and put it right there, or you don't even have to make this a pocket if you don't want to. You could just glue it all the way down just as extra. And then you've got tags, you've got the little postage stamps, you've got your extra little snow globes. You've got this one that you can fold. If you haven't used any of your extra paper, you can make any of these double-sided or use any of your own paper. Glue that together or not, entirely up to you. I did cut out my little snowflake. That would actually be kind of a pain, but would be really cute to put the sticker paper on. And then you've got that to spell out. You've got these little half pieces of your snow globes that you can use to make pockets, or just as extra embellishments if you wanted. Where did I put? Yeah, so I put one like that right there. The one thing that I want to do is I spelled out snow on this page, and this is one of the ones that I left open at the top because I left them all open. And thank you, Marna. I know I really love this one. And I just put a tag down in here. And this is great because it makes your ribbon stick out from the top. Now, if you wanted to, you could also leave one open on the side, kind of at an angle, and put a pocket down that way so your ribbon sticks out. All right. Now we're going to have some fun with this. So I'm going to take some glue. I'm going to take a paintbrush. So this is a combination of diamond dust and Epsom salts. And I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to come on the actual letter in some instances. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's enough extra to do all kinds of fun stuff. Kind of brush that down. Drop some stuff on there. Now, I think it's hilarious. Oh, a shaker dome on the front would be really cool. I knew what you meant, Lorelei. I think it's hilarious. Y'all, I hate glitter. I can't stand glitter. I will not, I don't put glitter in projects. A little bit more on there. But I love diamond dust. I don't understand. It's not that it's that much different. It's really not. But so you've got that on there that makes it look a little bit like snow. You could also, if you wanted, yeah, a shaker or dome on the front would be really cool. You could also use some buffalo snow on this so that you really have that pop of white. I don't have any buffalo snow in here. All I have in here is polyfill. So I have some buffalo snow upstairs. So I might bring some of that down and add to it too. Got that. Now, there's probably some advantage. I mean, I know that the Mod Podge dries clear, but I feel like when I've done this with Mod Podge instead of just with regular glue, that I can see that diamond dust and stuff a little bit better. That might just be me making stuff up too. You never know. Okay, what time was it? Oh, good. Okay, about like 6 minutes. So you've got that. And so I'll, do more of that. And then what was the other? There's one other piece of this. Oh, you've got snow, you've got roller skates, you've got ice skates in here. So you could also build some little dangles. So you could layer like your ice skater or your skates and your snowflakes here, because I think there's 2 of these, and tie those together. You got in the kit, you got some little snowflake brads that you could use to attach some of these things into the kit or just together. Also some of these little gold paper clips. I like to, where's my page, one of my pages that has something on there. I like to just slide these down into little pockets, and then you can attach a tag underneath it without actually like having to glue it down or anything like that. And then there was also a few of these. I've lost them. They've gotten buried under all my paper. Just blue brads. And then you all know me and my organza ribbon. So there was some variation of these colors. So this is that light purple. I know, I love the paper clips. This is the light purple, and then the dark blue and the dark purple all in there. So I actually thought I would get one completely finished. I should have known better. I go down rabbit holes and all the things. This is the special delivery kit. The cover is a truck. It's 3 ring bound. I love that ribbon. I am obsessed with that ribbon. I have like every color. If somebody else has another color, I'm like, that I don't have, I'm like, oh, I need that. So there's your pages and all your tags. Got little postage tags. So these are your like guides for your binder rings. All kinds of little pockets. So there's that one. I don't think I have this listed yet, so I need to get that one listed on the site. And then coming up February 6th and 7th, I think I'll be in on the 6th, but there is an event that I'll be in for the love of crafting. It's in the junk journaling and paper crafting with printables group. So I will share that information. I know I love that truck. For that event, we're all just now getting our time signed up, and then I will be starting to present in the Junk Journal Hive, which I think some of you are. I think some of you might actually be members of, but that is a principal's membership. It's not mine, but I will be starting to present in that group. So I'm super excited about that one. I was going to do. Oh, just going to trim this real quick. That's what I was going to do. Okay, so this is probably good and stable enough. So you got to be a little careful when you trim it, because I trimmed too much the first time. You are a member, Marna. That's what I thought. I thought I saw your name on something the other day, and I ended up cutting my tape, and so it all fell apart, which is why I had to do it. So that event is February 6th and 7th. It's called For the Love of Crafting. It is in a free group, public group called Junk Journaling and Paper Crafting with Printables. So it's 2 days, all kinds of paper crafting fun. We're all doing different things. I'm going to do some mixed media stuff, so paper crafting with my chocolate stencils and making the little shrinky dink kinds of things with my chocolate stencils, so you can make little charms and stuff for your junk journals or cards or things like that. Okay, I think that is it. It is about, well, okay. I have 2 minutes left. But that's okay, because that gives everybody a little break. Everybody can run and get a drink or something real quick. So it was good to see everybody. I do still have kits left, still on my website, so you can place that order. If you have questions about anything, you all know how to find me. Oh, next month, tag book. Please ignore the ribbon in the promo. This is just a prototype. So I was messing around. None of this ribbon coordinates with anything that's in there. I was just playing with how I wanted to put the ribbon on it. So this is just my prototype. This is what you'll see in the promo video. Just me 7 tags, ring bound, decoupage paper, embellishments, some old vintage ephemera, ribbon, these little add-ons, some stickers, all kinds of things. Haven't elevated to the bound tag books yet. If we like this, I will learn how to do those. So that's for next month. Okay, now I'm really done. I will see you all later. Have a great day. I have giveaways. I forgot to announce them, so I will just post them and you'll be surprised. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.